I am Colombian, and there are things that are completely normal for me, but they blows foreigners' mind when they come to live into my country. Let me share 7 of those things with you today. Hola amigos, it's Juli Branco, Colombian visa expert and relocation consultant. Today I wanted to do a video showing you guys some of the cultural differences between Colombia and the rest of the world. I have been doing visas and relocation consultancy for over 14 years, and during all that time I have been working with thousands of foreigners to relocate here in Colombia. As a Colombian, it's very interesting seeing how people adapt to my country, especially when they get surprised for little things that we Colombians don't even think about it. So I wanted to share some of those things with you guys so you understood why we do them and what real life is like here in Colombia. So let's get into it. Parking in reverse. If you have been any time into a parking lot here in Colombia, you will see that here almost all the people park in reverse in the street, in the malls, in buildings, in hospitals. If you come from United States or from Europe, maybe it's a little bit weird because you guys park straight in, but for us, the normal way is parking reverse. We do it because in case of an emergency or if you have to leave quickly, it's an easy way just to get out easy without any traffic or nothing like that. And some of the malls, they call you by the parlance or information to tell you to please go and park in reverse. Remember, this is just because in case of emergencies, that is an easy way to get out. It's more like a policy, no option that we have. So if you are thinking to move here to Colombia, start to practice your parking in reverse. Small quantities. One thing that foreigners notice when they come here to Colombia is that here you can buy household items in small quantities. And when I say the small quantities is you can buy one single egg, one serving of deodorant, milk just enough for one coffee, and things like that, like shampoo just for one day. And all these things has a reason. Is part of the system. One of the reasons is like here in Colombia, the middle class houses, we don't have a storage area or they are not big enough to storage things. So you cannot buy gallons of milk like in United States and save it in big refrigerators. So you can buy small quantities. And the other reason is because a lot of people here in Colombia live day by day or paycheck to paycheck. So that gives them the opportunity to buy what they need for that day or for that week or what they need for right now. So they can buy a small quantity of rice or just the eggs for that day or a little piece of butter, I don't know, small quantities of things. And that gives us the possibility that everybody has access to same good quality products, but just with your budget. Food labeling. Another thing that you maybe notice when you are here in Colombia, especially in the supermarkets or in places where they sell groceries, is that the processed food packages has a black visible labeling in front that say exceso de sodio, exceso de azúcar, contiene grasas trans, contiene edulcorante. To tell you the truth, it's kind of ugly and big in front to the packaging, but it's kind of intentional. What our government wants or the Minister of Health wants is that you be aware that what you are buying if you consume it in excess, it's bad for your health without having to check in the other side of the packaging over there that contains the ingredients. So no always work because sometimes you just take it without looking, but it's good here. We are not the only country to do it. In Europe, they do it a lot. Like I said, it's intentional, so you maybe can take a healthier decision when you are buying the groceries, and including that kind of products that you think are healthy, like a granola or things like that. They will say that have exceso en edulcorante or maybe exceso en fats or something like that. So it's very nice because it's a kind of way for you to understand what kind of things you are consuming. Pumping gas. Another thing that often surprises people is that you don't have to pump your own gas in Colombia, like ever. When you go to a gas station, the worker comes and does everything for you. They ask how much gasoline you want, they fill up your tank, they will also check things like your oil or water levels, clean your windscreen, and even take any trash out of your car if you want. So it is more like a full service experience compared with a self-service like in United States or Europe. We don't generally tip for the gas, but if they clean your windscreen or check your levels, then I recommend tipping. And as I said in my other videos, anything from 2 to 5,000 pesos will be perfect. Flashing toilet paper. Another thing that really surprised people here in Colombia is like we don't flash our toilet paper. I know, it's kind of weird, but it's how we do things here. And this happened because our water pressure is half of the water pressure in United States or Europe. So your toilet can be blocked very quickly. So be sure you remember that habit. You maybe see included in a public bathrooms a little bin next to the toilet to put your toilet paper, and sometimes you will see a sign telling you to please don't flush the paper in the toilet because you will block the toilet. So learn about it. Is the way we do things here. I know it's kind of weird, but it is our way to do things. Empty rentals. Another big difference, especially if you are thinking to move here to Colombia, is the empty rentals. Because here in Colombia, when we say unfurnished, what we really mean is a completely empty. When I say completely empty, it's not just no furniture. It's also no appliances, no refrigerator, no washing machine, sometimes no even an oven. Why? Because for Colombians, we think the refrigerator and the washing machine is like a personal item, so we take that with us when we move. So if you are thinking to come here to Colombia, you have to plan and buy all that for you and set up your house in the way you want. Of course, we have exceptions, short terms, rentals, they are furniture and they have the appliances and everything you need. And sometimes in areas where are a lot of tourists or expats, maybe you find a long-term rentals with everything you need, but with a big cost. They will charge you to rent for you in that way. So if you are planning to come here to Colombia, be sure you have a budget for everything, including a washing machine, a refrigerator, or maybe an oven. Suicide showers. So this one is kind of funny because I grew up with one of that. So here in Colombia, we have something that my clients call suicide shower. And basically, in a lot of homes in Colombia, especially older ones, we heat the water with an electric shower head that is inside the shower. and is plugged into the wall, and sometimes the wires is just there showing up. So that can be kind of scary, but if it's plugged or installed correctly, it's completely safe. If you are coming from USA or from Europe like my wife, you will be very scary like her the first time she showed one, because she was thinking like, okay, this is crazy and dangerous. But like I explained, if it's correct, if they install it in a correct way, you don't have any problems. I grew up with one like that with no problems. So sometimes you will see showers like that in places that are small, because we don't have places where to have a tank to heat the water. So with this type of suicide shower, the water gets here very fast, instantly, so you save money and space. It's used a lot in towns or older houses. It's completely safe. Just get used to that and take your shower every day like normal. So there you go, guys. This was 7 things that we have here in Colombia that shock expats. So now with that, maybe you can be a little bit prepared if you are coming to Colombia, or maybe you enjoy and think it's kind of funny some of the things how we do it here. I will make a part 2 with other things later. I hope you enjoy it. And remember, if you are coming and you need help with these things or maybe others, you can visit my webpage and book a call with me, or send me an email asking me something about. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It's no cost way to support me. I really enjoy to read your comments and answer to you. And like always, see you in the next video. Ciao, amigos. Today, I want to say thank you to Lydie for buying me this juice. Not always I drink a coffee. Thank you so much. I am drinking a mango juice with milk. I love it with milk. And I am today here in a place in La Ceja. Thank you, Lydie, for support me. That makes me very happy. And you help me to do more videos. Thank you.